So I'm not even gonna lie. I have to film in my car because if I try to film in my house, my dogs won't stop barking. I can hear them. I don't know if you can hear them from here, but the neighbor is out with their dogs and it is unacceptable. So, if your friends or family, you may or may not know, over the past year, I've had a lot of health problems and I own my own business. So, working for yourself, you don't get sick time. And I was not able to work on and off for about 6 months, and then I was able to go back to work, and then I wasn't able to work for about another 3 months, and then I got back to work, and I realized that part of what was exacerbating my health problems was I was really, really burnt out with my work. I've worked for the past 14 years as a trauma crisis mental health therapist, and yeah, I don't know if people have noticed, but the world's kind of on fire right now. And these past few years have been really, really challenging for everyone. And, yeah, anyway, so I had to change careers. And, hang on, there's a bird circling. I want to make sure it doesn't eat my chickens. Hang on, it's like a hawk or something. Holy shit, it's an eagle. I don't know if you can see it. It's an eagle. Oh my God. This is like a sign or an omen or something. I need to mow. Don't worry about it. It's an eagle. Don't stay away from my chickens. Don't go back there. That's where my chickens are. Holy cannoli. Sorry for the distraction, but wow. Oh God, it's getting a squirrel. That's graphic. But this has got to mean something. Am I the eagle or am I the squirrel? I don't know. We'll find out. I do want to, it is getting a squirrel. Maybe that's enough for its lunch. I do want to make sure it doesn't get my chickens. I'm going to be distracted. Yeah, so not being able to work for most of a year, yeah, I was no longer able to financially afford my house. And honestly, if this hadn't happened, I never would have moved because I love where I live. I love my neighbors. I love the community and the home that we've built. And also, I know that for the dreams that I've had, where we live would not fit. So after I got a lovely notice from the bank that I needed to move, and I knew it was coming, I just started driving around. I live in a very rural area. I started driving around the very small towns near my very small town. And literally the first building that I came upon was this abandoned school. And I was like, hold on a second. Sorry, I start telling my story and an eagle starts circling over me and my home. That's gotta mean something. You may hear my goose going wild. He's very protective. He will keep our flock safe. Okay, so this abandoned school was one of the first properties that I came upon. And all that I've known about it is that it's an abandoned building. And so I messaged one of my friends. I was like, what do you know about getting ownership of an abandoned building? And she knew some things, and she also looked up some things. And one of the magic numbers that I want you to pay attention to is 3. You have to make sure that the taxes have not been paid on the property for 3 years in order to take action to try to put your claim on any abandoned property. At least where I live, that is the law. 3 years of back taxes. So over the weekend, because that was last Friday, this is now the following Friday, over the weekend, I was just kind of asking around my friends that live in that town. I was asking them just out of curiosity, not even like I want to live there, but just out of curiosity. Hey, what do you know about the abandoned school? What do you know about the abandoned school? And all I was hearing about it was bad news bears. It was just like, oh, it's just this and this and this and this, and it's got this and this and this problems, and this is the person that owned it last, and I don't know what they're doing with it, and blah 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 blah. And I should have been discouraged by that, but I wasn't. I was just kind of like, I kind of love it. I don't know why, but I kind of love it. And then I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday. I just got really, really focused on it over the weekend. And then Monday or Tuesday, I was talking to some friends, and they were like, oh, talk to this person. Oh, talk to this person. Oh, it was Monday, because Sunday, the brakes on my car failed in the middle of downtown city, and that led to some crazy stuff, because Monday we were getting it, or no, I don't remember what day it was. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it was a crazy weekend. And I talked to some friends, and they said that these are the people that you need to talk to. So first, on Wednesday, I called the county assessor. And when I called the county assessor and asked about this specific property, the very first thing that they said was, can I put you on speakerphone? And I was like, okay. And they were kind of chuckling. And they answered a lot of questions that I had, but they said that the real person that I needed to talk to was the county treasurer. I tried to call the county treasurer, and they weren't available. They wanted me to leave a message. I didn't want to leave a message because I felt like what I had to ask was too vague. I wanted to talk to somebody. So in the meantime, somebody had given me a phone number of the last person who owned this property. And I cold called. I was just like, I don't have anything to lose. I cold called. And they did not answer. And I was waiting in line for something, and then it was like 5-10 minutes later, I got a call from that phone number. It was them. It was the owner. Only of all, how many times do you call back a missed call from an unknown number? Like 0 times. But they called me back. Let me know if you want part 2.